Alright, I'm sitting here in my hotel room in Reno. It's Monday right now and I'm partially recovered from the last few days. Got a bit of feeling back in my legs after spending all that time walking around the lake bag there at Dead Cow. And I've realised I've been incredibly slack about keeping up on my log through the weekend of the High Sierra fly-in. In truth, there was way too much stuff going on to sit down and type, so that is why. And so I thought I'd do a bit of a catch-up log right now. So, did I have a good time? Well, I'll tell you what I got up to and you can make your own conclusion. Friday, I got to fly over the High Sierras in the Scruff Wagon, Skyturd, with Emmett, the Cessna 180 on 31s. I landed at Dead Cow and got to meet all of you guys. Okay, that I've got to tell you right now, that was the highlight of everything, was meeting everyone. Shaking your hands, putting names to faces, faces to planes. Knowing your planes for so long, haven't known you guys. That was by far and away the best of everything that happened this weekend. But then we go to Friday. Friday I got to fly out to Bodat for a nice early morning breakfast. Amazing, beautiful little strip. If you haven't been to Bodat, go there. It's just a stunning spot. So in there with about 20 other aeroplanes, having a great breakfast, and it was just fantastic. Then I got to have a ride with ranch pilot Darren. Did a drag race. It's drag race in an aeroplane. Like, how many people get to do that? I was just sitting there on the desert, and Darren goes, "Oh, Tim, do you want to go? Jump in." So that was just amazing. I got to go for a ride in the Lycoming powered Wilga. Anyway, that brings us to Saturday. Saturday was the greatest day of my life. It was just, well, look, we started the day. I got to go with got for a ride with Dan, Mr. Steele, my first ever ride in the mall, and over the mountains to, and I can't remember where we were for breakfast, but we went with, we had John, we had Emmett, we had Rob, and we had Dan, so one of those guys could probably tell you where we went for breakfast. Had my first proper American breakfast, which I didn't realise. No one warned me that when you order a breakfast in America, you order for a week. That was massive and fantastic. Got a cup of tea. That was important. And from there, we went, our first stop, I got to jump in the plane with Rob, and I got to go to Highboy Ridge. Now, I've got two bucket list landings on my list. You know, I've got Highboy and I've got Mile High. And there I was, standing on top of Highboy while Big John came by and buzzed us. Life just felt complete. Honestly, I was happier than a kid at Christmas. And not only that, I got to land Highboy 4 times. Video coming, trust me, it'll be worth watching. Anyway, from there, we went to Tailwheel Ridge. So, it's a bit of a lot of people know I'm right into horses, and so I got to sit there at Tailwheel Ridge taking photos of Mustangs, wild Mustangs, at 9,000 feet. While I'm there, I got to see, a Cessna 180 fall off the edge. That'll make sense when you see the video, and I think all of us puckered a fair bit when Dan in his maul almost looked like he was going to follow. So Tailwheel Ridge over the gold mine, I got to see the gold mine, and into 3 shotgun shells. Seeing 3 shotgun shells was just fantastic. I've been following, no one think I've been following the High Sierra now for a few years, and hence why I wanted to go, and to actually see where it used to be, that was, put in context, that was fantastic. Then we went back to the lake bed at Dead Cow, and I got to watch aeroplanes drag race. Do things get cooler than that? I got to watch ranch pilot drag racing the Beaver. I got to see a Wilga drag race, an SR22. I got to see a Cessna 180 on bush wheels with a stole kit, drag racing a Cessna 180 with wheel pants. It was just an incredible experience. Like, I don't think anyone was expecting that to be as good as it was. Then Friday night, sitting around the fire with everyone, Saturday night, sitting around the fire with everyone, just chatting, I got to sit around the fire talking horses with Pop Story himself. Like, I idolized Pop Story, and there I was talking horses with him. Just chatting to everyone. Like, it was just fantastic. And the more beers people got into them, the better the conversations got. And then got to watch fireworks, and then of course, the big boom. Wow, don't you feel that? Sunday actually felt pretty sad, you know, only to be, it was over, and that's to say goodbye to everyone, and I wasn't ready. And unfortunately, you know, strong winds coming in, a lot of you had to dart before I got to say a proper hooroo, as we'd say, or see you later. And yeah, so look, if I didn't get to say a proper goodbye to you, and there is a lot, you know, like, I didn't get to say a proper goodbye to John, I definitely didn't get to say a proper goodbye to Darren. If I missed a proper goodbye with you, then let me say right now, it was fantastic meeting you, and happy, you know, hopefully you had safe travel so far. By the sound of it, sounds like everyone did, and it was fantastic meeting you, and hopefully I'll see you next year. And at least I did get the parting gift of, as I was heading off, I got to see kangaroo scrotums hanging from the chins of Kevin and Corey. That'll make sense later, but that did cheer me up a bit. But yeah, no, I was truly disappointed to leave, and I sat here in my hotel room last night, and all I could think about was aeroplanes. I've just had the greatest experience of my life, honestly, and the best time. I've never had more fun. And if you haven't gone to the High Sierra flying yet, then 2016, wherever in the world you are, there's no excuse. Get there. It's amazing. You will not regret it. You know, like, Oshkosh, people look at aeroplanes. Make the trip across the world all the time for Oshkosh. But High Sierra, you experience aeroplanes. You experience what flying in the backcountry is all about, and it's just amazing. The flying community, it's incredible. So, if you want to know how it was, well, I don't think I need to say much more than that, guys. So, hopefully see you all again next year.